Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. I'm going to be doing my rebuilds on here a little bit differently from now on. You see, now that I have got a relatively large amount of money on here, $85,000, near enough $86,000, means I can pretty much buy whatever car I want and can repair it to 100%. And it's not particularly difficult, not particularly challenging. It will take a little bit of time. So yeah, before I get bored of doing that, I've decided to mix it up slightly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the auction house, buy a car. I'm going to have 25 minutes to restore the car to the best condition I possibly can and see how much profit I make on it. Now, within 25 minutes, yes, I could probably strip the car down completely, relatively easily speaking. I won't be able to put it all back together. I won't have time to rebuild everything, so I'm going to have to pick and choose what bits I spend my time on. So, yeah, it's going to be tense, I think. I think tense is going to be the right word, trying to decide what's the best way to go about dealing with a car. Right, to the auction house and see what we end up working on. So, the first vehicle to come through here, the Castor Earthquake Rex. This is like the Raptor version, if you like, of the Earthquake. I have rebuilt one of these. 3-star starting condition might not be too bad an idea for a car to go for. While it's going to go for more money to buy it, less bits are actually going to need kind of repairing on it, which is good for me, time-wise. I'm not sure I'm that fussed, really, about going for one of these. I am kind of curious to see how much it's going to go for. A fair amount. It's probably going to go past 30 grand, this particular one. I see a Mercedes in the upcoming vehicles. I don't know what the Salem Flamo? I don't recognise that name. I'm not sure what that is. Either way, we're not going to be buying the Rex. I'm going to skip to the next car and yeah, see what condition the Spectre's in. Well, a relatively low starting bid for this particular car. I have just rebuilt one of these last time out, so not actually going to buy this one. It's a slightly better colour, a shade of green, I should say, than the previous one. It looks like a half decent. I say half decent. I can spot some shiny in the engine, and the brakes don't look awful, but the price is already. What did I pay for my one of these? I think it was a tad more. I think I might have paid $18,000 for a 2-star condition Spectre, but there we go. M8 is up next, and that's a little bit more of an interesting prospect. Now, I worked on the estate car version of this, the M6, that had the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It was a relatively good car to work on. I'm going to have a few bids on this one, see if we can possibly. Wow, the price is shooting up here. I do see some nice shiny bits around it, which means there are some bits that might not need too much work on it. The brakes look fairly decent. There are some bits of the engine that look alright. We're going to go, there's going to be our last bid on the car. God damn it. Every time. Yeah, and sure enough, it's going to go. Right, let's see what this Flamo is. It's not quite as exciting as I was kind of hoping it would be. It's pretty much a Pinto, isn't it? Only it's, yeah, in it's awful condition. It's in about the worst colour I think I've seen. We're not going to be, no, just no, go away, car. I'm not interested. Now, this is a little bit more of an interesting prospect. Mercedes 560. Can't really. The engine looks like it's going to need a hell of a lot of work. It is a 2-star condition. Now, that will give me a relatively large amount of work to be doing on the car. I might try and get it again. If we can try and get it for under 30,000. Admittedly, the starting bid was 20, so probably me getting it under 30 is a little bit unlikely. We will give it a go, though. See if we can get the Mercedes. As I said, I haven't worked on these since I did the first video on this DLC, and they do have most of their parts are specific to the 2 models of Mercedes. Come on, AI, stop being arsey. Just let me win 560. I would like the I would quite like the 560. Come on, we can do it. Hey! There we go, $37,000 spent on this car. We shall send it to the garage, and then we will have a rather short amount of time to try and turn this car around. Alright, Mercedes is back in the workshop. As you can see, it is missing it all. The body's going to need repairing, the exhaust is going to need repairing as well. I'm kind of hoping, not that I can see very well, I'm hoping that the running gear might not be in too bad a nick. Some bits of that engine aren't actually too bad in there. Quite a lot of it is awful, but some bits aren't terrible. So, yeah, when I put this car on the lifter, when the game kind of reloads itself, I just don't think it's going to do that. We will start the timer, though, once the car is on the lifter. Right, 25 minutes for me to rebuild this vehicle. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take off these wheels and see what we're working with in regards to brakes and running gear. It's not exactly that pretty, but it isn't awful on that side. Yeah, kind of the big question here really is what do you focus on with this? Do you focus on trying to get all the suspension and all of that parts in better condition, or do you work on the engine? I mean, things like bodywork is a relatively easy thing to work with, because you've only just got to kind of take the parts off, and that's about all you have to worry about. So that can come off there. We will do of course, the body frame repair as well. Get the bumpers off, headlights can come out. We're missing a fender, bonnet can come off as well. I only have 2 doors to worry about in this car, which is nice. Alright, they can come out as well. Okay. Engine, I think we're going to have to pull a fair amount of this one apart, actually. We're not going to... I think the engine block might stay in there. I'll have to try and have a look at the pistons if we can get around to it. The water pump doesn't look too bad. It's going to be a case of trying to repair as much as you can, because it's relatively quick to go through repairing all that. That thing is absolutely ruined. I'm hoping that some of these bits... Oh, crap, where are we? There we are. That's where I want to get to. I'm hoping that a lot of these bits can be repaired. It would be relatively nice. Now, what on this is unique to the Mercedes? I have a feeling at least some of it probably is. I'm pretty sure a fair few bits are. Oh crap! Get the bloody clips off. That thing in the middle, in there, does not look particularly nice. Oh, bugger there. I'm not sure, as much as I wanted to work on a Mercedes, I'm not 100% sure that a 2-star vehicle was a particularly good place to start with. And, yeah, this lot here is all completely different to the other V8s that I have worked on before. So that's quite, well, it's interesting. It's not really ideal, I guess. Oh, crap, we've got to find all of the bloody bolts. I'm still on the expert mode here, just to make it that little bit more challenging for me, really. Oh, crap, the gearbox is all completely and utterly ruined. How are we doing on time? Right, we have spent 2.5 minutes so far. If only it was this easy to tear engines apart in real life. Please don't tell me we have... Oh, okay, that's going to be a real arseache to get all of that out, because we've got all of... Well, it's not quite as bad as the V8 overhead valve engine that I have been working on. It's not quite as awful. Still not particularly good. I'm hoping that these bits here can be repaired. Look like they might be the kind of thing that I can get away with repairing. A couple of them are in half decent nick. I'm not quite sure. I'm just sort of thinking to myself, what kind of condition am I going to want to be repairing these parts to? I mean, I can just spam through and try and get them up to 100%. As I said, I'm not particularly worried about money as such. It's more kind of time. Am I going to have time to get it all built and then faff about trying to find the right parts? Oh crap, we've got so many little pulleys in here. And unfortunately, the problem that I've got is that I would keep all of these here and keep them in place because they don't look in too bad a condition. but to get the bits out that I want to get out, I've got to take them off the car, which is a little bit annoying. That can come off there. I'm not quite sure how we got that off there when it was going through other bits, but never mind. Don't question game physics, okay? On this side, these bits here do not look quite as nice. I think a couple of them are going to be savable. I don't think we're going to have time to be getting near to working with the running gear of the car. I would quite like to at least try and fix the gearbox, maybe the flywheel, or replace the flywheel at least. I don't actually know which parts make the biggest difference when it comes to kind of the value of the car. I guess it's something that we will learn as I go along, or with this series. Right, what am I missing? Taking off. We've got to take the. I think we've got to take this off. Okay. There they are. I was clicking on the wrong bolts. Never mind. That can come off. This one here doesn't look too bad, so that's probably going to not be messed with. Definitely the engine block is probably going to be good enough. Right. These ones. How terrible are the pistons? Awful. Yay! That is just the news that I needed. It might be worth just going through and buying entire new engine parts for this kind of a thing, because I suspect 2-star condition there might be the odd part that's all right, like the block and so on, but yeah, not very much of it is going to be. And I just realised we've taken this whole thing off, and there's still all of the oil is still in it. What have I missed? That one. There we go. That one. There's the one that's not done, and all of them are ruined. We'll get these out as well. These are expensive buggers, because I'm not going to be getting the car to. I'm not going to be getting the car to 100. I'm not actually going to be getting it to a massively high repair state, possibly, potentially, depending on what I can do time-wise. Things like expensive parts again are going to be a concern, certainly in regards to making a decent profit, because I'm not going to have the time to faff about forever with it. I'm going to have to kind of pick and choose a bit more, be a bit more careful with some bits. Right, that can, that can apparently not be clicked on. There we go, don't miss. I don't know how accurate you have to be with the placing of the oil drain. I haven't missed it as such, but there are some times where I'm pretty sure I haven't placed it very accurately and it's got away with it. I think it's kind of providing it's within the vicinity. The game isn't going to charge you. Oh crap, those pistons are shocking. In there, it's pure. There's not even one in there. There's a couple that are okay. About 2 out of the 8 are fine. Well, I say they're fine. They're not completely and utterly shockingly awful. While we're down here, yeah, we'll go gearbox. We need to get the starter as well. Please don't tell me the starter, thank God. Some of the cars, I think it's mainly the i4s. You will have some of them with... Oh, I can't get the driveline from that angle, can I? Where the starter, you have to access the starter from the... top of the vehicle, despite the fact that it would be quite easily accessible from underneath, but there we go. And let's get this driveline off. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do... The exhaust is a relatively simple thing to do, so I might have time to get that one. The front cross-membrane bit is looking alright, which is nice. Unfortunately, things like that is about the last thing you'd take off anyway, so if I do want to start working on the kind of the running gear bits around there, it's, yeah, we'd still be taking off most of the bits around it, just that actual part doesn't need doing. Oh, well, I mean, it could probably do with doing, but it's not as desperate as the rest of it. Right. That is the gearbox off. Let's drop the car down. Oh, let's maybe move that out of the way first. We don't want to land the car on top of that. And... Alright, let's get the pistons out, and do we get the block out, or am I going to just have to keep it? I didn't get the bloody filter out because I'm an idiot. And we have to do that from under the car, don't we? Yes, we do. Arse. Alright. Let's get you out from there, or see what condition those are in. They may go back in, though. Okay, how are we doing? We've got 16 minutes remaining. Oh, crap. Pistons. In fact, can we just go sort by condition? What have we got that's okay? Yeah, there's a piston that's at 71%. There is... oh, okay, this is the better condition ones. The ABS pump's not bad. Yeah, they're alright. Water pump's probably the best bit so far that's come out. Right, let's have a look at the Engine. Bugger. You can go up. Right, okay. While that's going up, we're going to go over here and try and repair as much as we can. Get it to over 70%. I'm shift clicking because I don't have time. I think I just broke something important. Right, that's over 70%. That's everything over 70%. ABS pump, ABS module, they're fine. I think I broke the power steering, was it? I'm not sure. That can come out. That can come out as well. Drop that down. I think in expert mode, while it doesn't normally have a list of parts condition, yeah, because it's an owned car, you can go here and it will show you stuff. Engine block, engine block. I can't see engine block anywhere. I'm sure I've missed it somewhere because I'm blind. I was trying to do this quickly and I'm not sure that this has been the best way of doing it. Bugger it. It'll be quicker just to take the damn thing out. Right, engine block. What sort of condition is that in? It looks alright compared to the rest of the car, but it's where is it? 78%. Yeah, that's going back in. Right. Okay. Let's get putting back in what we can. Try and get this done quickly. ABS. Those two bits there they're not perfect, but they are going to have to do. Really. If we can get a large majority of the parts above 70%, I'll be relatively happy. The alternator is too crapped up to go in. Ignition, whatever it was, yeah, that can go in there. Did we actually ever take the crankshaft out? Yes, I think we did. Let's go see if we can repair it. I'm pretty sure we did take that out. Indeed, we did. 71. Let's have another go. Right, that's back up to a half decent condition. You can go up. While that's going up, we're going to have to try and make the most of our time. We need a bunch of pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, the rule I'm having for this as a series is at the end of the time limit, I have to stop and sell the car with whatever condition, with whatever bits it might have missing. So, if I don't get... I think it would be better to have the parts, have like all of the parts there, even if some of them are in awful condition. Which is another thing for me to bear in mind. We have just under 14 minutes remaining. I apologise to the cylinders. They're going to have the two crappy pistons, but there we go. Right, cylinder head. We have one shiny condition cylinder head, a nicely repaired one. Yeah, the slight downside of shift clicking through stuff like that is, yes, it is much easier. It's a little bit more difficult, though, to tell when you have buggered one up. Both of the camshafts have come in nice and shiny. Crap. Right. We need to go and buy the other cylinder head. Perhaps it might be a good idea just to have this up here, because any of the parts specific to the Mercedes are going to come under there, and I think most of the parts are going to be specific, certainly the bits that we're working on at the moment, although having said that, I've just remembered we need camshaft bits, but never mind, we'll come back to that in a second. Well, let's put on as much as we can. That's looking much nicer than the very dull metal one we had a minute ago, or a few minutes ago. Airflow sensor, yeah. It's fine, it's 74%, it'll do. To be fair, for 74% it is quite rusty, but never mind. Yeah, they can go. Fuel injection bits can go on there. Yeah, that's fine. I say it's fine, it's not particularly... Oh, that's still alright, yeah, that's going in as well. That does not look nice at all on there. Don't have time to care. Did I not get... There we go. Right. Okay. Ignition distributor. We are going to need that. Right, okay. My plan of leaving it at 560 is not working. Ignition distributor. That is the one that we need. Trying to do this and do this all quickly is a pain in the arse. It really is. Clips. Yes. The good old clips are still surviving. Bloody things. Right, that can sit in there. Cam gear. Okay, we're going to need to buy another cam gear. We need to buy all of the bloody bearings as well. Cam gear 560. Yes, I don't know how many of these we need. Is it 4 per side? I think I needed all new ones. We're going to go with it anyway. I think I remember that correctly. Yes, it does look like there are 4 per side. What are we doing time-wise? 11:45 to go. If it gets to a couple of minutes remaining, it is going to be a mad dash just to try and stick on every possible part of the car so that I can get the... to at least get all parts on the vehicle. So that can go in that side. Oh crap, we've got to put all of the timing gear on as well. Bugger! It's quite difficult. This sort of time frame, it is quite difficult to get everything done. So as my normal, the last few rebuilds have been, I don't know, probably 15, 20 minutes taking the entire car apart, and then another sort of 30 or so minutes rebuilding the car. Did I not buy enough of these? Whoopsie. Never mind. That can go on. There's 5 aside rather than 4 aside. Never mind. I can't go back anymore. We're committed now, so that can sit in there. You are okay. Timing chain is 50%. Not going to do. Timing chain. Please let it be a Mercedes one. Yes, it is. Don't buy the wrong one though, like a fool. Right, crap. Please be in. Oh, thank God, they're in half decent condition. So you can. Oh crap! Right, is going in because I clicked on it and I can't be bothered to back out again. Oh no, the other ones aren't good enough. Right, we need about. I didn't even look how many we needed. Let's buy 3. Fingers crossed. I remember that well enough. Doesn't look no. We need about 5, I think, in there. Maybe. No, maybe I have done it actually. Maybe what I was thinking was a silhouette. Was no, there is one more. There's one more in there by the looks. That can have a 57% one. Bugger it, it's there now. Right, cam gear. That's in no good condition, so we will buy another one. Cam gear, right, it's... whoop, okay, no, I forgot, yeah, we can't do CA, it just brings up everything. Cam gear 560, 9 minutes, 53 seconds to go in all of this. Right, so that's all of that done, The alternator's crapped up, as is the power steering pump. Right, so we need one of these. Power steering pump on for a V8. That can sit in there. Much nicer, much nicer and shinier. That was what I was going for. We can get the alternator on this side. I think we still have. I think we might be missing something. Ah, yes, I spotted the chain that we're missing on here. There. With all of these these shiny metal gears and metal chains, it is a little bit difficult sometimes to see when it's supposed to be a silhouette or when it's just sort of a silver bit of metal. It's around there. Right, that's on there. Cover is good enough for me, so it's going to have to do, really, because we are quickly running out of time. The water pump was the best part on the car when we pulled it apart, so that's going back on there. What have we got down there? We needed a crankshaft pulley. I should have looked at the other one that we needed as well while I was here. Bugger, no, I haven't got time. I haven't got time to cock up with, I think it was a V8 overhead valve pulley that was on this one. It was. Thank God I remembered that one. Sometimes my memory can be good enough. What have we got up here? Water pump pulley. Let's see if we can... water pump pulley. Yeah, they're nice and cheap, so we will take one of them. Right, you are on... Belt B, crap. It's all of these belts that are a pain in the arse. Serpentine belt B, which one was it? I don't actually know. Belt B, V8 overhead valve. Okay. That's the one. Yeah, now you're starting to confuse me again with bits not specific to this vehicle. Belt A, overhead valve as well. Don't go blind, don't have time to be blind. That one will have to do. Right, that can sit on there. Radiator fan is much better condition than it was when I pulled it off. That can go. Oh, come on now. Come on, quickly. Don't have time to be faffing around with you. Have I missed screwing one of these in properly? There we go. Yes, I had. Are we done now? Yes, we are. Fantastic. Quickly get the covers back on. I think this is most of the parts now put back on the vehicle, excluding a couple of filters. Oh, we've got spark plugs to do, and then we've got all the body work to do. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, crap, I've missed one of these off. Are you tightened? Which one have I forgotten to tighten? I don't know. I don't have time. I've got to be more... I've got to pay more attention. Quickly. Oh, this one's 100%. God damn. I actually did a good job repairing the... I didn't actually break that many parts. Admittedly, didn't have as many parts pulled off the vehicle as I have done previously. Right. Spark plugs. Yes, we need a whole bunch of these. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can shift click on these as well, which is helpful for buying quickly. It's definitely helpful when I'm trying to do all of this so ridiculously fast. Spark plug and another one. Right, around the other side of the engine. Come on. Don't have time. Don't have time. I say I don't have time. I've got 6 minutes left. I wanted to do a little bit more, really, to the car. Admittedly, a couple of these spark plugs might actually have been functioning enough to put back on, but there we go. Oh, look at that. Another part that's at 100% condition. Right, exhaust manifold. Look at that, shiny. Actually, was the exhaust manifold one of the better things that came off the car? It was one of the better things. I don't think it was quite as good as that water pump, but there we go. I love the mixture of some very shiny bits and some very not shiny bits. And the engine bay, but there we go. Don't have time. Don't have time to faff about with any more of it. Okay, right, we needed there was a filter hanging around back here, wasn't there? Oh crap, what did flywheel? Oh, bugger. We did the whole gearbox, haven't we? I haven't got time. I've really not got time for all of that. I don't think I actually was able to repair any of that, was I? Crap, while we're there, let's get the oil filter. Oil, I'm assuming it's going to be the V8 overhead valve one, seeing as that's the one for this car. And I'm pretty sure it was actually a black filter that came off the vehicle anyway. The oil filter was not in too bad of a nick. Oh, bugger. Right, these have got to go back on. Don't have time. If you're provided they're over 7, I think all of these are actually not in too bad a nick, so they can all go back on. Don't want to faff about with you much longer. Down to 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes to, well, frantically try and put the rest of this car back together. I would like to have the bodywork done to a higher standard. Not sure we're going to quite have time, but let's see. Right, flywheel 70%, that's going back on. Clutch plate 100, that's good. Pressure plate is not good. I didn't actually notice the gearbox. There's the slight, oopsie, no, don't want that one. The slight downside with the way that I repaired those parts by kind of spamming and clicking through so fast. You don't necessarily remember what you repaired and what you broke, which makes it a little bit of a pain in the arse. For memory, sure, whatever. My English is bad enough as it is, let alone when I'm ill. Gearbox is fine, that'll do, 70%. It's better than it was when it came to me. Though it's more difficult to spot the bloody bolts when it's not so terribly rusty. Where's the other one we're missing? Oh, there it is. Right, that can sit in there. Starter, please don't be broken. No, you're fine. 71, well, you're not fine. You're okay, though. That can go in there. Right, driveline. We've got to click on the exhaust bit to do the driveline. This, or the drive shaft, sorry. Always a pain. Never mind. Right, that's a nice shiny drive shaft. Okay, how are we doing on the old time? 3 minutes 40 to go. I think I did all of them. I hope I did at least. Can't really see. Lots of guesswork going on. And, yeah, okay, so we have. Right, I think we're on to bodywork now. Drop the car down. I'm in such a hurry, I'm going to stand under the lift as we drop the car down. Fantastic. Right, let us just spam through here. Ooh, I spotted something that's supposed to go back in the engine bay that we forgot about. Brake servo, that was up to 100%. Now, I think we repaired the wheels, some of the wheels. Oh, crap, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. Right, bonnet, 100% condition. What else are we missing? Left headlight, so right headlight's gone. Front bumper, good condition. I don't have time to be prattling around with aftermarket parts. Not that I suspect there are very many on this car. Oh, we actually did a really good job with repairing the bodywork parts. That is good news indeed. We don't have a left-hand door though, or a left-hand fender. The other thing that we will do while we're here, it costs a little bit of money, but it doesn't take any time, or that much time. Right, so what parts were we needing? We needed a left fender, a left door, a right headlight, I think. Body part shop, 560. So we needed a front left fender, a left door, front left door, and a right headlight. Oh, this has been nerve-wracking. This has been, yeah, I quite like this as a challenge, though. I quite like this as a challenge. If you really do not have, I've got 2 minutes to go on this car. Can I do any more in 2 minutes? I probably am going to spend time faffing about trying to decide what to do in 2 minutes. Right, shall we? Let's try and get the... I have to lift the car up and get the fuel tank out. While that's lifting, let's see if I can repair the fuel pump. While I'm here, we might as well... arse. Either that fully repaired it or I broke it, and I'm not sure which. Let's do the fuel tank while we're here. Relatively simple and possibly simple and easy task to do, because I can just drop that out, and we can take those off. We're down to a minute though. Well, a minute and 20 seconds. So crap. I think that might have been a dumb decision, really. Never mind. Right, we need a fuel. Oh, I managed to press caps lock in my excitement there. And it's all gone very unhappy on me. All of it. Because I'm in the part shop, the body part shop. We need a fuel tank. We need a fuel pump. No. Game, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for misclicking here. We need a fuel tank. This is going to have to go back on as it was. I'm sorry. It's in not very good condition. Oh, crap. I can't get the... I have to lower the card, I think, to get to fuel pump. Oh, no. Wheels are going back on. We've got 30 seconds. Well, I think we're going to be going without a fuel pump. Because I'm not going to get that car back down again in time, I don't think. Oh, come on. Get the wheels on. We've really got to sprint around the vehicle. I don't think I could lower the car in time and do the fuel pump. It's going to be so close. We might get the wheels back on. We're not going to get the oil in it. I know we're not going to be able to do that. Come on. How are we doing time? 15 seconds. We might get the fuel pump back in it. We may ever so possibly slightly. Oh, we did actually repair it to 100%. Hey, we've got the fuel pump back in. And there goes the time. 25 minutes to do some work on the Mercedes. We got the engine back to about 70%. We got a new fuel tank, a new fuel pump as well at the end. I couldn't do the exhaust. I ran out of time. The engine and gearbox, though, are in not too bad a condition. Question is, did I actually make any profit on the car? 25 minutes is not a huge amount of time to work on a vehicle here. Have I made money on the Mercedes? Let's have a look, shall we? We did! We made money. It isn't as... It's not a giant profit, but that's actually not bad. We didn't quite double our money, but we made a decent profit on it. We made... Let's go and have a look. Right, we shall sell the Mercedes. It was a bit of a frantic rebuild. Bit of a frantic rebuild at the end there. It doesn't look too bad condition from outside. From here, the bodywork's in good nick. Wheels, so on, are fine. But when you open it, it's a little bit, definitely the shock absorbers, etc., could do with some work. But there we go. Right, sell the car. Yes, I would like to sell it for $63,000, which means our profit is, let's just go and get a calculator up on my phone because I'm terrible at maths. We've got, oopsie, my calculator's having issues. Never mind. So we're up to 103,000, and we started with 85,868. Which means we made a profit of just over $17,000. Not bad for 25 minutes, and have still got a bunch of crap to sell from my inventory, which is another $1,000. That's not too bad. So, well, $1,100 even. So that's $18,200 profit on this Mercedes. I think that's certainly a good benchmark for this kind of a rebuild. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.